This is the song story of our song, Too Weak. This song became about not by a worship song. It wasn't really meant to be a worship song. It was just something I kind of spontaneous, if you will say, just spurred out of the moment. I was just in a low moment where I had made some wrong decisions, just to be blunt and plain with it. This affected me emotionally, and I've analyzed some few things. But my friend, who's also a songwriter, challenged me. Said, "Hey, just write a song together." So as I picked up the guitar, the only words I could get out was "I was too weak, I am too weak," and I just bawled my eyes out because in that moment it was a true moment of weakness. Too often we try to use our strength to get us through those moments to where only Jesus and God can get us through. 2 Corinthians 12:9 says, "But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is perfected in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly in my weakness, so that the power of Christ may rest on me." So sometimes our weakness is our greatest strength, because in those moments of weakness we lean into God. Sometimes when we get to going really, really good, we forget who God is. We forget what God's done for us. Sometimes in our weakness, it sets us back on our path and says, "God, I'm so sorry." One of the lines I wrote were, "Will you fight my battles for me? Will you bear my cross for me?" Because in those moments, you feel like a physical weakness, not an emotional weakness. And sometimes there's nobody to turn to. But just remember, you are not alone. And as body believers, we have fellow believers, brothers and sisters in Christ, your family, and most importantly, Jesus. So never do this alone. Whatever your weakness is here on earth, you are not alone. And the song goes on about where my prayers go answered, fall on deaf ears. Me and Matthew came to a stumbling block in the song, just trying to, think of the words to do God justice and do this moment in motion justice. And we just went to the book of Job, where Job was felt alone. He was going through different many trials he never understood. But in the long run, God was sovereign. God was always there the whole time. In Job's weakness, God was strong. So we come to the last verse of the song after we confess, you are strong in my weakest of days. You are my strength. God, be my strength when I am too weak. We say, I know you can do all things. You always go before me. Without you, I have nothing. Your power works through weakness. God has seen everything in our life before the day even comes. So if God is so strong enough to die on the cross for us, for people he knew would, disown him, live like we don't even know him, can he just take care of the situation you're in right now? Whether it be the COVID situation we are in 2021, financial struggles, a sexual sin, anything. Your weakness sometimes is your greatest strength. So let God use your weakness as his strength. Let it be for the glory of God. Amen.